It's Wednesday, February 14th. Welcome to the AI Factor. I'm Noah Wave, your guide on this exciting journey through today's news. In today's news roundup, the aftermath of the tragic shooting at Lakewood Church, revelations surface regarding the shooter's prior police calls, shedding light on missed warning signs. Meanwhile, a powerful winter storm wreaks havoc across the northeastern United States, causing widespread travel disruptions and power outages. The U.S. House of Representatives grapples with a historic impeachment vote, targeting Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over his handling of the southern border crisis. Amidst political turbulence, the Senate passes a $95 billion aid package for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan, aimed at bolstering military and humanitarian efforts. Additionally, the special election in New York's 3rd Congressional District sees Democrat Tom Suozzi emerging victorious, potentially shifting the balance of power in the House. Are you ready for a deep dive into the AI factor? In the New York 3rd Congressional District special election held yesterday, Democrat Tom Suozzi emerged as the winner, defeating Republican Mazi Pilip. The special election was called to fill the seat vacated by former Representative George Santos, who was expelled from Congress in December 2023 following a scandal. The election was closely watched by both Democrats and Republicans, as it had the potential to impact the balance of power in the House. With Suozzi's victory, the Democrats have gained a seat, which could have implications for the upcoming 2024 general election. According to various news sources, Suozzi's win was attributed to his moderate image, his ability to address key issues, and his early voting strategy. On the other hand, Pilip's lack of political skills may have contributed to her loss. Both candidates shifted on major issues during the campaign, with Suozzi moving his immigration message to the right and Pilip softening her stance on abortion. Ultimately, the Democrats' proven abortion strategy proved successful in this election. In the end, Suozzi garnered 53.76% of the vote, while Pilip received 40.48%. The victory for the Democrats in this traditionally Republican district is a significant achievement and could signal a shift in the political landscape in the lead-up to the 2024 general election. The U.S. House of Representatives has voted to impeach Alejandro Mayorkas, the Secretary of Homeland Security. This move comes after a long-standing debate over his handling of the southern border crisis, with Republicans accusing Mayorkas of willful and systemic refusal to comply with the law and a breach of public trust. The vote, which took place yesterday, was a narrow one, with the resolution passing by a margin of 214 to 213. This marks the first time in almost 150 years that a cabinet secretary has been impeached. While the impeachment vote is a significant step, it is important to note that Mayorkas will now face a trial in the Senate, where a 2/3 majority vote will be needed to convict and remove him from office. This outcome is highly unlikely, given the Democratic majority in the Senate. In the meantime, President Joe Biden has condemned the impeachment effort, calling it a political distraction by House Republicans. The White House has repeatedly defended Mayorkas' actions, arguing that he has been working to address the challenges at the southern border. The impeachment of Mayorkas has sparked a wide range of reactions from both Democrats and Republicans, with some viewing it as a necessary step to hold the secretary accountable for his actions, while others see it as a partisan move that will ultimately fail in the Senate. As the situation continues to unfold, it remains to be seen what the long-term impact of this historic vote will be on the political landscape and the future of U.S. border security policy. The Conroe Police Department has released information regarding previous calls for service to the home of the Lakewood Church shooter, Janess Yvonne Moreno. According to the department's records, there have been 6 calls to the residence in the past year. These calls, which involved both Moreno and her neighbors, were related to various issues such as harassment, threats, and concerns about Moreno's mental health. Neighbors have reported that Moreno often displayed erratic and threatening behavior, and some even claimed that she had a history of flashing Nazi salutes. Despite these reports, the Conroe Police Department maintains that its officers handled the calls appropriately and according to the law. The department stated that nothing in the reports would have given officers the authority to arrest Marino or require a mental health emergency detention. The case raises questions about the effectiveness of law enforcement responses to potentially dangerous situations and the need for better mental health support in the community. As the investigation into the Lakewood Church shooting continues, more information may come to light about the shooter's past interactions with law enforcement and the mental health system. A powerful winter storm has swept through the northeastern United States, dumping heavy snow and causing widespread travel chaos. The storm, which began yesterday, has brought significant snowfall to major cities such as New York, Boston, and Philadelphia, with some areas receiving over a foot of snow. The heavy snowfall has led to numerous flight cancellations and delays at major airports in the region, including John F. Kennedy International Airport and Logan International Airport. Road conditions have also been treacherous, with many accidents and spinouts reported on highways throughout the Northeast. In addition to the travel disruptions, the storm has also caused power outages for thousands of residents in the affected areas. Utility crews are working to restore power as quickly as possible, but some customers may be without power for several days. Despite the challenges posed by the storm, many people have taken the opportunity to enjoy the winter weather by engaging in activities such as sledding and building snowmen. However, authorities are urging caution and advising people to stay off the roads if possible. The storm is expected to move out of the region today, but its effects will likely be felt for several days as crews work to clear snow and restore power. In the meantime, residents are encouraged to stay safe and warm and to check on their neighbors, particularly the elderly and those with special needs. The Senate has passed a $95 billion aid package for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan, which includes military and humanitarian assistance. The bipartisan bill, supported by both Democrats and Republicans, passed with a 70 vote. However, the bill faces an uncertain future in the Republican-controlled House, where Speaker Mike Johnson has expressed opposition to the measure. The aid package comes at a critical time for Ukraine, as the country continues to face Russian aggression and needs support to defend its sovereignty. Meanwhile, Israel is seeking assistance to bolster its security and address threats from Iran and other regional adversaries. The Senate's passage of the bill sets up a potential showdown with the House, where Speaker Johnson and other Republicans have voiced concerns about the cost and scope of the aid package. The House is expected to take up the bill in the coming weeks, with the potential for further negotiations and changes to the legislation. The debate over the aid package reflects the ongoing political divisions in Washington, with Democrats and Republicans divided over the role of the United States in global affairs and the appropriate level of support for key allies. As the House considers the bill, lawmakers will need to find a way to balance these competing priorities and reach a compromise that can garner enough support to pass. As we wrap up this episode of The AI Factor, we invite you to join us again for another captivating journey of the news. If you enjoyed today's exploration, don't forget to follow us on your favorite podcast platform and subscribe to stay updated on future episodes. If you have thoughts, questions, or intriguing stories you'd like us to explore, feel free to reach out to us at podcast@aifactor.news. Remember, we're committed to providing unbiased perspectives. We will never pull you left or right. Our mission is to take you straight to the facts. Stay curious, stay informed, and always keep an eye on the ever-changing landscape of the news. Until next time, this is Noah Wave, signing off.